Hello, my lovely butterflies. This is the Awakened Butterfly, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video. And if you enjoy the content, don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Guys, I hope everyone's taking care of themselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I have a special video that I would like to do for you guys today. This is one of the videos where I include a movie that I want you guys to go and watch. And before we get into that, I'm going to talk to you guys about a gang stalking manipulation tactic that I came across, and I did some research on it, and I did a summary. And it is about mirroring. And mirroring and intimidating someone is one of the most common manipulation tactics that's used by the gang stalker, the handler, and the narcissist. And these people are known as emotional manipulators because they study you and then they play on your weaknesses in accordingly. And one of the first actions that take place at the beginning of the relationship, especially in romantic relationships, but I would like you guys to know that this is not just about romantic relationships. It's any relationship that you can have with someone, professional or not. You are being analyzed by that person. They're analyzing you, they're studying your wants and needs, and they're acting in accordingly. Let's say, for example, you like an adventurous and an outgoing type of person to be around, and they've caught wind of this. They're going to be the most adventurous and outgoing person that you've ever seen in your life. If you like the calm, cool, and collective type, they will appear to be that type in the beginning. It's everything that they feel you want is what they're going to portray to be. If you desire an honest and trustworthy friend, a loyal person, they will make you believe that they are one of the most loyal people that you've ever met. That you've ever met in their life. In your life. Tripping, guys. These actions are all to confuse you. Once your feelings and emotions are all wrapped up, they will slowly begin to show you their true colors. They will begin to treat you cruel. They will either they will deny doing it, or they will do it and admit to their actions, but they will argue with you. As when they argue with you, they will be having an underlying reason for their actions. And overall, they imitate everything they have gathered from analyzing you. And they secretly evaluate you. And by them doing this, they're able to make all of your dreams come true. Now, if someone's taking the time out to do this, this is not a small intention. This is them really trying to get in your space because it's something that you have that they may want. And they feel that in order to get that from you, it doesn't have to be anything of materialistic value. And I'm going to tell you why. Not only do they imitate your wishes, wants, and needs, but they also imitate you. Okay? Your physical appearance, from your physical appearance to your choice of fashion to even your lifestyle, even the tone of your voice, everything about you, they will begin to imitate it right before your very eyes. Because deep down, they want to be you and they can't. And they feel that the best way that they can do that is by trying to copy you as much as possible. I'm sorry, guys. That's Cookie playing with her toy in the back. They may even imitate personal interests of yours, hobbies, and goals. And I know that sounds crazy. Like, why would someone want to imitate my hobbies and goals? Why don't they just get their own hobbies? Well, it's not always that easy for some people. Some people they don't have their own goals. And I'm going to get into that. This action is most common with the same sex narcissistic friend. Some of you out there may have someone that has been close to you in your life, and they could have even been labeled as a best friend. And you started to notice that they were very obsessive and they were becoming you right before your very eyes. They slowly steal your identity and they make it seem as if you're even copying them when they know they've stolen everything from you, from your identity to your personality to your lifestyle, your goals, everything about you. They've tried to imitate it in front of others and make it seem as if you're imitating them. You may say something like, hey, that's my favorite song, and they may say, hey, that's my favorite song too. Or you may say, that's crazy because you may say that's my favorite color, and they may say that's my favorite color too. So it's like, in the beginning, it may seem, cool that you've met someone that shares all the same interests as you, but you have to pay attention to the behavior, especially if you're just meeting this person. You have to really pay attention to their behavior. In the beginning, you will wonder, where has this person been all your life? Like, wow, I finally met someone that I have something in common with. We share a lot of the same interests. This is really cool. And it is cool. However, let's say, for instance, all the qualities that I named at first that a person could imitate that you could possibly want. Cool, calm, collected, trustworthy, honest, and loyal. Who wouldn't want a friend like that, right? When in all reality, they're soaking your personality, your life, and reflecting it back to you. Because it's like a mirror. They're giving you everything that you want in order to get something that they want from you. But what they want from you is something that I don't think anyone is willing to give. And that's your entire life, as far as everything that you have going. They may want your relationship. They may want your family. They may want to look like you. They may want your personality. You will begin to see the person's true colors. And sometimes it will be hard to, once you reflect back on the beginning of your friendship, sometimes it will be hard to wonder if this is really them or not. They also pretend to hold the same morals, values, and spiritual beliefs as you. While you're distracted by the good qualities of this person, they are actually holding a mirror in your face. And I know you guys may say, well, I hope you're not being a negative Nancy and trying to steer me away from my best friend. We're really close and we have a lot of the same things in common. No, it's not that. It's when you meet someone and sometimes you don't know if this person has already been watching you. You could go to school with this person. You guys can go to college together. You guys can work together. They could be your neighbor. You just don't know if they're already analyzing you to see if they can figure out what you admire in other people. Once you will know because you will start to see them start to do a lot of things that only you would do, that makes you you. We all have things that make us different, that makes us who we are. So if you see someone imitating that, then that's how you will for surely know. Besides them doing all of this as a form of manipulation, I'm going to give you some of the reasons for why the gangstalker, the narcissist, and the handler actually mirror other people. One is a survival mechanism. Majority, if not all, gangstalkers, narcissists, and handlers, they lack the ability to properly express emotion, to even experience human emotion. As crazy as that may sound. While many people are able to express feelings as joy, pain, love, fear, um, at the same time express their emotions with body language, like giving someone a hug, telling them that they love them. The perpetrator is completely empty of these emotions. They're not capable of expressing them on their own. They they don't know how to express these things, guys. Like, honestly, there are actually certain individuals that don't know how to express emotions. So what they do is they analyze and study others, people's personalities and how they go about doing things, and they take on those traits and personalities of their own. But it's all for a reason. It's all for a reason. This is because sociopaths, psychopaths, and antisocial people observe their surroundings very, very carefully. And I don't mean for safety reasons. I mean, let's say, for instance, if they see their neighbor walking outside every day and they're observing them, they're like, hey, I can tell that this person's favorite color is yellow. Because it seems that they either always have on like a broad yellow, a bold yellow shirt, top or bottom, or that color incorporated somewhere into their wardrobe. I can tell they like the color yellow. Like they're actually just studying them that hard. The neighbor lives across the street. And one day they say, let's say, for instance, it's just whatever reason they may want to get close to that person. Like, I heard that they're part of this this big company that I would like to work for, and I want to get close to them, and maybe they could, help me or whatever. And in all reality, it's they're like, well, I have to adapt to this person in some kind of way. So they might show up at their doorstep with something yellow as a gift that's the color, because they're assuming that's their favorite color. And they may even get plugged in with this person. But once they get into the company, their whole plan was to completely take over and steal this person's shine, because they've heard so many good things about this person, and they want people to say good things about them as well. And I know that may sound very shallow, but it happens, guys. It has happened and it's still happening. Yes, this could be used as a survival mechanism, because they know that if they show you who they really are, you would probably come to the instant realization that they lack emotion. Because emotion, it doesn't just show in our words; it shows in our facial expressions and different hand gestures. And some people they just lack emotion. It's just hard for them to show. And this is for people that pretend that they feel like they've had to wear a mask their whole life and pretend to be a certain person because they never knew how to be themselves. This could also come from a lack of identity. Imagine someone who's over time in their life hasn't developed their own sense of identity, their own personality, their own, way of doing things, period, their own goals in life, their own morals, beliefs. And it's like a person who has worn a mask since childhood and they never removed it. The charm that they use to cover up the emptiness on the inside, the charm is what they use. They may have a bright smile that they use to draw you in. They fill this void with stealing and copying from other people. The narcissist will copy a person's smile, personality, hobbies, goals, and social standpoints, just to come into an agreement with that person, to make them feel like they're on the same page as they are, in order to emotionally drain this person. Jealousy could be a reason. When the narcissist sees something that they want that's in the possession of another person, they can become irritated and attempt to mirror them. Now, when I'm saying people, all of these things that I'm naming is not just in any person. This is in a person that has a narcissistic personality disorder, a gang stalker, or handler. Not just, anyone, just people that possess certain traits and have certain disorders. And it's not a mental thing. None of those things are mental illnesses. It's just a personality, traits, and characteristics that an individual has decided to take on. And that's pretty much all it is. For example, you are known, okay, for being a funny person. You have a great sense of humor. You're known for making people laugh. This person could become jealous of all the admiration that you get, and they too can start to try and adapt your personality, try and start to tell jokes like you, try and be funny like you, even start to, take on the same sense of humor as you, use the same hand gestures, facial expressions when telling jokes the same way you do, hoping to get the same praise that you do. Although the narcissist doesn't honestly possess these qualities, seeing you being praised and admired makes them want to mimic you in hopes that they will, get the same. And I just want to let everyone know, when you're dealing with these type of people, don't mistake this for admiration. Because a person that admires you, they will let you know that they appreciate you, and they will look at you as someone to inspire them, not as someone that they should be copying. Okay? Admiring someone is letting them inspire you to work harder and to become better at what you're doing, not to become jealous at what they're doing and try to adapt to their lifestyle and what they're doing. That's not what admiration is. So I don't want anyone to get that confused. You start a new hobby, they will try to pull you away from that hobby, and then you will see them slowly start to pull into that hobby. It happens. It happens. They act like a totally different person when they are around new people, and their actions and words don't match. This is because they're taking on someone else's personality. Because they don't know how to express who they really are in front of others, because 9 times out of 10, who they really are will push people away. So they have to use these manipulation tactics in order to pull people in. The reason why they act like a totally different person when they're around other people is because they're actually analyzing them and pulling in their actions as well. They're studying them as well. Everyone's a new study. So with that being said, they're going to be new. They're going to act like a new person in front of each person that they have an encounter with. Because they're studying them and they're trying to pick up on everything that they're doing so they can make them feel like they're the person that they need to be hanging around. Like, oh, you like this, and oh, you're interested in this. Wow, we have a lot in common. We should hang out. When in all reality, this person has already evaluated you, and they've already had their own motive for wanting to come into your life, and you have no idea what that motive is. You may even feel stomach and chest spasms when this person starts to come around. And this is because this is your intuition and your gift of discernment letting you know that the gift of discernment letting you know that you should really, watch this person and maybe possibly disassociate. The spasms that you're feeling is this person tugging at your energy. They're tugging at it. This is the energy vampire at an all-time high. This person is coming around to pull everything from you, and they're imitating everything you do, and it's like they're trying to share your energy, and your stomach spasming is letting you know that someone's trying to get you trapped into a trauma bond. Don't open yourself up to them anymore. If you're around someone and you see that they're slowly starting to dress like you, talk like you, act like you know, just even trying to associate themselves in a lot of the things that you're involved in, don't open yourself up to them anymore. Don't tell them your next move. Don't don't make it easy for them. Try not to make it easy for them to copy everything that you're doing. And I know it's not easy to just automatically get away from some people. You may go to school with someone, work with someone, just period. Someone that you have to deal with on a regular basis. So it's not always easy to just say, get away from this person. So sometimes we have to find other ways to maneuver around them without letting, you know, them absorb our energy and us absorbing their energy. Distance yourself if possible. If it's possible for you to distance yourself from them, like if you were hanging out with them, you can just kind of cut that off a little bit, kind of say, well, I'm going to take a rain check, you know, and just slowly distance yourself if you see that they're actually trying to mirror your life. Love is powerful and jealousy is hatred. And you guys know what real love is, and you know what real love feels like. You also know what jealousy is, and jealousy is hate. If someone's jealous of you, they envy you. If someone envies you, they're capable of doing anything to hurt you. And the majority of the time when someone's jealous of you is because you have something that they want. It can be a relationship. It can be looks. It can be smarts. It can be spiritual connection. It could be anything. There are some people that's mad at you because you have a connection with God and they just don't know how to come to Him yet. And I'm not going to say they don't have a connection, because anyone on this planet can grow a connection with God. That's what He wants you to do. So there's some people that will imitate having a spiritual connection with Him even though they don't desire to, just to get next to you. So what you have to do is stay original and just watch the person's behavior. I've witnessed this. I've seen, I've experienced someone doing this to me. And it kind of scared me because I'm like, wait a minute. That's something that I say, or I just did my hair like that, or it's small things that I don't express to everyone because it's just small stuff that I may have seen, but I'm like, it's nothing, And before I was aware, I used to look at it as admiration, like, wow, they must like me because they're trying to do the same thing that I'm doing. But then the same person would turn around and insult me or do something or backstab me, and it let me know the whole time that it was maybe something that they wanted, or it was like a survival mechanism. That you can have someone that will pretend to have an interest in you and everything that you have going on just to survive being in someone else's presence, just to be able to feed off of someone's energy. So guys, with that being said, there is a movie that I want you guys to watch. It is a free movie. I am going to leave the link in the description. And the name of the movie is called The Roommate. It's actually one of my favorite movies that I used to watch. And it makes a really good point about how someone can grow an obsessive, it's like the narcissistic best friend type of movie, how they seem to be everything that you wanted in a friend and they turn out to be your worst nightmare. You slowly see them trying to imitate everything that you're doing. And I just want you guys to watch this movie and really analyze it on a spiritual level. I feel like I don't present movies by what year they came out. I don't care if they're old or new. Only thing I care about is if they resonate with what we're discussing. So, with that being said, the movie isn't new, but it is an up to date movie, and it is a good movie. It's a good movie, guys. I want you guys to watch it and, like I said, analyze it on a spiritual level. And I want you guys to come back in the comment section and let me know how you feel about it. And yeah, guys, so that's your weekend project for me, from me, if you guys don't mind, because I'm very interested in what you guys have to say in resonance, from the movie, in resonance to what we just talked about. So it would be greatly appreciated. I love you guys so much. Continue to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Stay safe and protected out there, guys. And have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Share this video if you don't mind. And until the next video, guys, peace and love.